Hey, what's up, fam? I've been sorta had on this trickery almost that it's been set up onto me. I was getting ready to do a stream, and as that was happening, Jimenez Box dropped 5 chapters of Memesis, which if you've checked out, I did a couple reviews on them already. It's a fun series. I'm not going to give the explanation on the series itself. If you want to hear like my TLDR of it, I say it kind of go over it at the beginning of my review of chapter 19. But with the 5 chapters, I didn't know if I wanted to read all 5 and give like a summary on all 5 of them, the events, or do like maybe like a video on 2 of them and the other video on 3 of them, or maybe like 2, 2, 1. But I wasn't intending on doing one for each, but so far it kind of seems that way because I read the first one. I had to do a review on that chapter as it was by itself because it was really good and had a lot of good stuff in it. And now I got to do a review on just this chapter of chapter 20 and the contents of it as well because it was very interesting and it had a lot of cool parts to it. So the series is pretty goofy. It's pretty funny, and the first thing you get is I always forget this character's name because I just call him the God of the Frenchman because he cut a boulder in half with a baguette. I think it's Jogi actually. I've been thinking Jaggy, but I think it's Jogi. He has nothing, pretty much. Like his whole character outfit is like a pair of shorts, no underwear, and just a like stitched together like of scraps shirt because he lost all money and possessions he had gambling and lost it in a bet. And when Ash and Kajir are like, hey, well, if things get too bad, you can use that warp stone that you got at the start of this mission to, leave this demon base and you'll be fine. He's like, oh no, right after we left the castle and we all got these, I sold mine. And then debt collectors came and took everything that I made on it. And you just see him like crying like on the ground, like broke again, with nothing to his name. That's why he carries. I guess apparently he's a good swordsman. He was trained. He's from like a prestigious like fighting like swordsman family or something. But he himself is just like super into gambling, and he lost it all. And so he's got shit nothing. He fights with a fucking piece of bread. He's pretty funny. But the chapter kind of gets over to this demon who, he's I didn't care about the demon's design. His name was funny because his name is Chi Goody Gobs, and Chi means tits, and like Guri means to uh, go crazy. So the dude's name is just means like he goes crazy over tits. But he's riding a really cool big like spiky lizard, which I like the design of. I thought was interesting. And that was the thing about his character. I guess he's just like some big like weird looking demon that likes to fondle chicks. And all I really got out of him was he's a I guess he's a woman molester. After that I was like, wow, what a douche. But there's more of what he talked about I thought was interesting because in the last chapter you see them go up to one of these ice pillars that are scattered everywhere and he goes and snaps his fingers and lets out all these monsters. And we saw one ice monster in the pillar in chapter 19, and they're like, I don't know if it's alive or not. And I was talking about how maybe they're involved with the floor somehow, or maybe they're all frozen in these like weird pillars because of some like monster that exists on the floor. And we're all like prey to it or like testing stuff. But I guess these are all experiments. These are all experimented creatures because there was 12 demon lords that worked for the Demon King, but they've been being killed off by Ash Kajira and the Andros and the hero Leon, and there's only 9 right now, so they're trying to artificially create new demon lords to serve the Demon King, and he's got all these really cool ones that are like scattered around. I really like the one so far. After seeing some of them, I still like the one from the chapter 19. I think it's the coolest looking one of the failed experiments. But also, we find out the Sledge Brothers that Ash, Kajira, and Rose defeated were the weakest out of the 12 because they were way too dependent on the royal treasure they got from the Demon King, which is pretty interesting for their character. I'm wondering to see what this Devlunlun guy is like, who is the owner of this tower. But then, funny enough, right when this demon, I forget his name already, Chi Guri, was like talking a lot of shit, trying to hype himself up, he gets pretty much blown to pieces and dies. And you see these characters show up from a couple chapters ago because you saw a bunch of the people that were going to be involved in this arc when they had to do the whole test to see if they were allowed to go on this mission. You got like a samurai guy, you got this like Chinese martial artist guy, and this cloaked girl. And oh my god, this cloaked girl, and I'm using her as the background like panel because she like takes off her cloak and she's wearing like a sailor, it's like schoolgirl outfit, and she's got like a fucking photon laser arm and just like blasts all of these ice pillars and just disintegrates them all at once and kills all of these demons. And Ash and Jira are just like, what the fuck? And she like explains it. She's like, I'm from Tokyo. Her name is Sakurado Keiko, and she's in the badminton club. And this is like a fantasy. This is a fantasy like adventure story. It's like what the hell is this? Is this what's going on? This is so strange. They've opened up some weird new thing. I guess they could do with the series if it's I don't know, maybe if they have weird time travel, or maybe it'll connect to a story the author has done before that I haven't don't know about yet, or something he's gonna do. I don't know. Either way, I was so surprised and so interested that I had to do it on one as well. Maybe I'll be able to do a video on 20 and 21 without having to stop and do one on 21 or one on 21, one on 22, one on 23, because so far all these have been a lot of fun, and I've had to make individual videos on each of them because they've been so entertaining. So tell me in the comments what you think about this series below, or this chapter, if I described enough that you're interested. It's very funny, it's very entertaining. It takes itself it doesn't take itself too seriously, but it takes it seriously to the point where it feels like an actual story and a good adventure, good action. But it also has a lot of funny jokes in it that don't feel forced and kind of flow naturally. So yeah, check it out. It's good. It's a recommend for me for sure. It's from the same magazine that does Marygrave, which is another series that pretty new that I've been singing a lot of praise about. It's good. These are both really good. If you're subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it. If you aren't, I'd appreciate if you would subscribe. I do mostly manga stuff, Fairy Tail, Eden Zero, and Black Clover, soon to be the Radiant anime, as well as other animes and other mangas. But otherwise, yeah, thank you very much for listening. I'm going to do a stream later today. Yeah, thanks for listening.